Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Welcome to this new video right here on Onyx, the Onyxcoin or XCN. We're back. All right, it's been a while since I covered this. I think, well, the last time I covered this was obviously when XCN was still very, very bearish. But what we have seen since, well, basically Wednesday is incredible strength. All right, a massive rally. This is by far the brightest shining star in the crypto market right now. Massive rally right here, broke above several significant key levels right here. First of all, right here above 1.5 cents, and then most recently, or at least that's the level we have just broken above, this level right here between 1.8 and 2 cents. So I just wanted to give you my thoughts on the current situation here, what to expect, what's most likely, and what's going on. Now, what's going on? My answer to that, it might not be something you like. All right, because I think a big portion of what's going on is manipulation. Now, I've always said this. I think Onyxcoin is really building some products that are interesting, and one of the major strengths of XCN is its community. It still has one of the best communities in the entirety of crypto right now, especially if you compare market cap to community size. However, what you can also see at that same point of time, and I'll always be realistic, right? So this, whether it's manipulated or not, for me doesn't matter that much regarding the price, regarding my prediction on the price, but it is something you need to know, all right? Because that usually means that it's very, very volatile, and there's some other things you need to know as well. But so far you can see a lot of the volume is coming from BTC Turk, from BitThump, and from Gate.io. Historically, if a lot of volume is coming from there, it is manipulated. All right. So what that means is that major leveraged positions will get hunted. That's also already shown in the price right now. As you can see, like millions and millions, tens of millions of dollars in shorts on XCN have been liquidated so far. This is more than a short squeeze, though. I mean, like I said, Onyx really does have a strong community, and it's also releasing new product. So I wouldn't call this a short squeeze only. I think this could be more sustainable, but it is definitely going to, like, short this I definitely would not, and long this I would be careful, because you can see in between here as well that there are relatively deep pullbacks, not only fueled by futures positions being closed, but also major spot positions being closed, and millions of dollars in long positions have been liquidated as well. So you have to be careful in general trading this. Now, the way it looks right now is great. It's not the same as what we had back in January. I mean, you can see from the sheer volume that it's very, very different. The market circumstances are also obviously different. Could this still turn into something like we had in January? Yes, I'm not ruling that out. All right, I know the strength of XCN. I know the strength of whoever is behind it in terms of a market maker. And I know the strength in community. So for now, given the volume we have, and also given the negative funding rate we have, which means that it's incentivized to go long. At this point of time, it's even minus 2.7%, which is very, very negative. That basically means that if you're long, you get 2.7% on top of your position value in a reward every funding round. So that's three times per day normally. So massive incentive to long. Volume is also at this point of time still increasing right here. So I'd have to say that it's most likely that we're going up to that next target right here at 2.7 cents. And I think we even have a chance to get back up to those highs right here at 3.5. Although I do want to be a little bit cautious about that. I don't think that's something you have to prepare for right now. I think it's a possibility. I think you have to be ready for that. But making that your ultimate target instead of the next level at 2.7 is just setting yourself up for failure. So I think it's most likely short term that we will be able to get a retest here of this support between 2 cents and 1.8 cents. And get continuation in 2.7. And for now, I'd also say that from there, but that depends on the volume. If we can get some sort of a continued volume increase, then we can also break out and rally higher. For me, the ideal, and this is going to be very greedy, but the ideal entry for me would be some sort of a retest of 1.6, 1.4 cents. Now, it seems unlikely we're going to get that, but if you go back in time, to Onyx, what you can see is that almost every major pullback we had, so if you go back right here, for example, we pulled back to the 0.5 fib, or at least that area between the 0.5 and the 0.618. If you go back to this rally right here, what you can see is that we also pulled back to that 0.5, 0.618 fib level before moving up higher. All right, so it's very greedy, most likely will not hit, but that's the main area where I would say there the risk reward is good enough to actually enter a position on the XCN. But those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know for now. So if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Take care. I'll be back with a new update on this tomorrow. But for now, take care. Thank you and bye.